Tonight on the Mac to the Future livecast, Apple TV pricing is leaked and it is said to be $9.99 a month for currently 5 TV shows. What a bargain. Some early guesstimates have subscribers as high as 21 million by the end of 2021. Apple Arcade is rumored to be at $4.99 a month. And who wants to run Android apps on your Mac? Not this guy. Tonight on the Mac to the Future livecast. Go! Hey, good everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing tonight? It's another fabulous start for the Mac to the Future livecast. And I have both the usual suspects here tonight, and we're going to start with the man with the beach plan himself, Mr. Warren Sklar. Hello there, Warren.
Good everyone.
Yeah. I got a new I got a new lower third for you. How do you like that?
I like that.
I'm online. Just find me.
You can't. You just can't. You can't find me. How?
You can't miss me. I'm always here. So.
Okay. How you
always
doing?
Online. Good. Actually, right before the show, I dropped my phone on my foot. My phone's fine. My toe hurts. So there you go.
Well, I thought you had like one of those super light phones, or do you have like one of those cases that is like originally meant for bowling balls?
No,
yeah.
It's just
a bowling ball case.
It's a big phone.
It is a big phone.
If I would have got the regular one, my toe wouldn't hurt. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move on. We also have Mr. David Ginsburg. How are you, sir?
I'm doing
good. You've got the same. The test comments are overloading it, but we all know what your podcasts are. It's In Touch with iOS and Off the Charts Horse Racing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey everybody.
Good to be back. How's your week been, sir?
It's been good.
Hey, Frank.
Busy at the office. Hey,
Frank. Damon says hi. Frank says hi.
Well, Damon's not showing up again. Why is that? Why can't we get, like, everyone's comments to show up? I don't understand why that's such a big deal.
And some do and some don't. Like
they should be there.
Like the one from Marcus I don't see.
No, Marcus was up there.
Yeah, okay, but not in your live. So here's your problem. You got 3 feeds going on. You got your party feed, you got your feed on your timeline, and you got the feed on the Mac to the Future page. So that's your problem, and that's why the comments are all over the place, because people are all on different
Well, they
pages.
need to come over to something.
Your feed, Mac to the Future's feed.
Well, in the future, should I start it off in the Mac to the Future page and share it to my own? Since most of the comments come from...
I don't know if that matters, because I don't know where the feed is actually coming from, but people could comment in the Mac to the Future room, which does or may show up here, or people could comment on your feed. And then last week you did a watch party. I don't know if you did
watch party.
I didn't. I haven't started that. Maybe I should just do it as a watch party.
Yeah, it needs to be on some kind of unified stream, I guess is the problem.
Well, let's leave it alone for now, and let's keep this show rolling.
We're rolling. We have... Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm on a different feed now, where I see Damon saying that Madness Mystery.
That's my own page. That's where I started.
That's on your feed. So I don't know where these comments are coming from. The one from Marcus here. So they're somewhere else.
Marcus is coming from the same one, isn't it?
No. Back to the Future page.
Okay, well then Marcus's comments are feeding over into mine from Mac to the Future. Wow, we have 9 people watching. Holy crap on a cracker.
We have 10 people watching.
Oh my God, 10 people. And then one dropped out. Oh my God, no. So much pressure to do a good show, and none of you are going to get that. All right.
Quickly.
Let's do it.
Yeah, before we lose everybody, we're going to scoot right over to quick takes. Apple's new credit card is now available to everyone, at least in the U.S. So if you live in the U.S., you can get the Apple credit card as long as your credit is reasonably good.
Yeah, I've seen people got $20,000 with 12.9% interest.
I got 12.9 with 10,000. I didn't. So I got
$1 billion.
I signed up for the thing a couple of weeks ago, like right under early access, and I got approved. And I tried to get the card. I requested a physical card right away, and nothing. And I see everybody else is getting their physical card. I'm like, why am I'm not getting my physical card?
Because you're never home.
Well, that's the thing. So
they're like, where do we send it to? Do we send it to the beach? Do we send it to his house in Pennsylvania? Where does it go?
This is actually part of the issue. So a couple of days ago, they said they were going to mail it out, but they didn't. So a couple of days ago, I did you could do the iMessage support with them, and I did that, but it was just like a bot, and I kept saying, "Where's my card?" And like, your card will be sent 4 to 6 days after you submit it, blah, 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 blah. And then just like a bot. So today I tried it again, and actually it's transferred me to an actual person. And I said, where's my thing? And they're like, oh, we're busy. We haven't sent it yet. So I am at the beach.
Busy.
It is going to
busy, man.
So yeah, I don't have my actual metal card.
Well, that sucks.
Let's keep rubbing it in. Let's keep rubbing it in.
But
no.
The good news is Apple today published a document of how to care for your card.
How to care for your card. I
Really?
That, yes.
How to care for your card. Do you stroke it lovingly and tell it's a good card? You're a good card.
Like how to clean it, how to maintain it, how to. So people are joking on the internet.
Don't keep it in your denim pocket.
Yeah. So my joke is you're gonna get like a spec rubber shell case for it. You're gonna ceramic.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see all that crap.
You're kind of get the cleaners for it. You know what? I'm gonna
see. You'll spend more on cleaners to take care of the card than you ever will get anything else from the card.
Right.
I'm gonna go to when I get mine. I'm going right to the Apple store with a can of air duster. And I'm going to take my card out. I'm going to go. Am I doing this right?
No.
Is it good enough?
You got to get a bottle of this. Yeah. A bottle of this.
Of iClear.
You got to clear
it up. Leslie says that she got 7,500, 17.99 with a veggie score of 799. What is a veggie score? No, it's like a salad, except with credit cards.
Yeah, her credit score.
Yeah, it's a credit card salad.
Yeah, I haven't bought any. I'm not actually going to use my card. I'm just going to play with it.
I had to use it. I did use it, and I used it at the grocery store.
Did you?
Yeah, I got some groceries. Vantage score. I see, Leslie. I thought it said veggie score. Okay.
Did the people at the grocery store say, "What the heck is this?"
No, I was in self-checkout, so I wasn't even able to get the cred of going, ooh, look at my Apple card. And honestly, if you're whipping out an Apple card just to rub it in people's face that you have an Apple card, there's a problem there.
No, there's no problem with that. Everybody's going to do that. You'll be getting an Apple credit leather case. I'm going to get the credit card leather case.
Okay.
Oh yeah, just wait. There's going to be
a leather case
cases.
just for. Oh my God.
Yeah,
there's going to be.
It's going to be the $129 deal.
What kind of dongles?
That's right.
What kind of dongles can you get for a credit card?
There's going to be a dongle on it too. Yeah, we got to find a connector for it.
Bluetooth, and then it also uses the. What were those little things that they were going to put up in all the stores?
Somebody on Facebook said that you have to buy the $5,000 stand separately for the
Sure,
card.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're moving on to another quick take. Microsoft says its Edge browser is ready for macOS Catalina users.
Okay.
Yep.
ready now.
Is anyone interested in
Some beta.
a Microsoft browser
It's still better.
on the
Yeah,
Mac?
I think so.
You want an
Browser
you want a Microsoft browser on the Mac?
No, I'm running
It's a
it.
browser.
Who cares?
Okay.
It's a browser. It's like Opera. It's like any other browser.
All right, well then you'll really love this next story. You can run Android apps on Windows and the Mac OS through DeX as provided by Samsung. And I cannot count as high as it takes to think of how many ways this can go wrong.
Well, wait,
Now,
back up
I'm-
for a second. Then.
Yeah. The
I didn't-
DeX
I didn't read that
environment.
article.
I don't have a link there.
So
Dex
so a
Dex
couple
is
things.
this environment that Samsung has created that allows you to connect a phone or a tablet that can run Dex to a monitor and basically have a desktop environment for Android. Not unlike no, I
Yes,
won't
your-
I won't get
your
it.
thing.
That
But-
thing.
But you're only partially right on that, because I actually played with it. I had a Dex. thing.
Yeah, I think
But
no. Honestly, I wish Apple would do this. I think this is a great idea.
So I had.
This is where
Samsung-
things are going.
I had a Samsung Galaxy Tab S4. I sold it to my nephew because I wanted an iPad because of Sidecar, and we'll talk about all that later. But whatever.
Right.
So anyways, this thing had Dex, all right? And what Dex does, all it does, is it takes the Android home screen and Windows it. Pretty much, it makes the icons look like more of a Windows
Desktop
style
environment,
icons
right.
And desktop environment. That's all it does. Everything else is exactly the same as it would. You could hook a monitor and a mouse and a keyboard up to either the normal Android side or the Dex side. But when you do that on the Dex side, it looks a lot more like a Windows operating system.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I like that.
It is cool, and it worked well.
Yeah, the fact that instead of even carrying like a laptop around or all the rest of the stuff that we carry with us now, instead you just got your phone, you plug it into a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and you're good to go.
Or an iPad.
I think this is where Apple's eventually going to get to. Sorry?
A little bit of disclaimer here. You have to have a Galaxy Note 10.
Well, sure.
And a lot of hoops you got to run through.
You can actually go all the way back.
Devices.
You can go to a Note 8 or a what is the phone? The Galaxy 8? You can either go to a Note 8 or a Galaxy 8 and run Dex. And probably not as well, but you can run it.
No, you can run Dex, but to do what you're saying, to get Dex on Windows or Mac, I'm sure you need this 10, is what Dave's saying, right?
Well, you won't. I mean, the point is, you won't need a Samsung phone at all. I'm guessing.
It says you can take advantage of Dex, but on other recent devices, but you need a monitor, keyboard, and mouse. That's what it's saying, and you just hook your phone to it.
Oh, okay, so you still need the phone.
Yeah.
If you're running Dex on Windows or Mac, how is that running Dex? You're running Windows or Mac. What does it actually do differently?
Nothing.
Good question.
I mean, this for whatever reason, I guess, is providing a windowing environment for your phone in a windowing environment on your phone.
As Guy would say, okay, well, there's that. Let's go somewhere else.
Well, it was originally announced by the Department of Redundancy Department, so we know where that's going.
I know where it's going.
As Samsung points out, it's ideal for working with files that you have stored on your smartphone.
Yeah, hey, because there's absolutely no other way to do that.
I need to do that.
And for those playing at home, you can run the Android apps on Windows or a Mac using something called BlueStacks, if you want to call that.
Right.
Well, before we get to the main stories, Warren, why don't you tell us that what was that called?
Sidecar.
Sidecar. Talk to us about Sidecar.
So, Sidecar is on the next beta coming out. On the new Catalina and iOS 13, Sidecar is basically a way to extend your Mac desktop to an iPad, any model iPad. I tried it with a Mini, and I'm trying it with a Pro. It's the same concept as Duet Display or X Display, which is another one.
Except it's actually supposed to work.
Right, Dave. What's the one that actually sold you a dongle as well? Do you remember? There's one that sells you a dongle along with it, but I forget the name of them too. But any case, it extends the display. It treats your iPad as a second monitor. And I've tried the other apps before, and they're laggy. Even with a direct cable connection, they don't work so great. This is amazing. Like, I actually had to trade in an Android tablet, and so Best Buy had this weird thing a week ago where
I saw you talk about that.
An iPad Pro, is it do it in Hester? An iPad Pro 211-inch 256 model with a Best Buy member offer came up to $625. And
did you buy it?
Yes, I did. You're
surprised.
Just to give you a little concept, it was actually the same. The 64 gig was exactly the same price. That's one thing. So there was definitely some kind of screw-up. And then like an hour later, it went back to $799. So I don't know what happened. I don't care, but I got it. So you hook it up to it. The sidecar is like lagless. It works perfectly. It looks great. You could actually switch when you switch between apps on the iPad. It switches, and one app is actually called Sidecar.
Right.
It comes up just like an app, and you could do anything else on your iPad at the time, and then just switch back to the Sidecar app and go back in there. I got a Bluetooth keyboard that case for it, and then I'm typing on it. Like I'm extending my desktop, and I start accidentally typing on the Bluetooth keyboard, and all of a sudden it's typing on my Mac through the keyboard through the iPad. So it actually transfers the Bluetooth keyboard that's paired with the iPad if you're using Sidecar to the Mac. So it's just great. It just works like incredibly. The only thing it doesn't do is you can't use more than one iPad. So if you have an old iPad,
so you could put. You're thinking you could do it like in like one on either side, but no, you can't do that.
Well, I have an iPad Mini too. I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I put the Mini up there, cable connected it, my laptop in the middle, my Pro on one side. It doesn't.
It crapped the bed immediately.
It said no.
I can't get this to work on mine, and this is an iPad Pro. It's just
Really?
Are you running the beta?
I have Catalina over here on my on my right here, and it's not picking it up.
Okay, and then wait a second. What error? Hold on, because I troubleshooted a few things too with the beta.
Okay, let's not get into troubleshoot. We could go down that rat hole for hours.
Sign out of iCloud on both devices. Reboot. Sign back in on both devices. Reboot. You'll work.
So you got to have the same iCloud account.
Yeah, later. Do that after the show.
This is technical support.
Wait.
Come on.
No, it's not. This is not. This is not technical support. This isn't anything like technical support. Oh my, Marcus, you're watching. I don't understand Corner Gas. Is that a TV show on Amazon Prime? Must be season 5. Nicely done. Nicely done, sir.
This
okay.
Is a train wreck happening.
Oh, and what's your point? All right, we're going to get to the main stories right now. First story is about Apple TV Plus. A story out of Cult of Mac. Some naughty person has leaked the pricing for Apple's upcoming Apple TV Plus service and has it pegged at $9.99 a month, which is in line with what everybody thought it might be, so I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. However, with only 5 announced shows, as compared to many other services, this might be a hard sell for people that already have Netflix or Hulu. Apple is said to be committing $6 billion for content on Apple TV Plus. The 5 listed so far are The Morning Show, and if you've seen the trailer for that, you know it's a laugh riot. Steven Spielberg's Amazing Story. See with Jason Momoa. Truth Be Told with, I don't know who Octavia Spencer is, and a documentary series on luxury homes called Home. Luxury houses called Home. Now, I'm guessing this is along with comedians in cars that I've never seen. Is that like it's just?
How are you missing all these great shows?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I swear it's like
Comedians in cars drinking coffee. Jerry Seinfeld.
That's a good one. Yeah.
okay. Never watched it. Never watched it.
You need to watch. You need to watch it.
There's a guy in the UK that's been doing that and doing it very well. I can't remember his name, but I've seen several of those. And I can usually, if it's someone I'm interested in that he's talking
karaoke?
to. Yes. Yes.
Well, that's different. That's a whole different thing.
Okay. So carpool karaoke, it's a comedian with somebody else in a car and they do interviews. Whereas
James Corden, and he's doing it on his show in the United States.
And they're singing in the car. The show you're thinking about in England is comedian in cars with tea. With tea. No.
Yeah.
With Chi?
Yeah.
Well, they had Patrick Stewart on one time, and he was very good. And I've seen a couple of the other ones.
Well, he did the one with Paul McCartney. They do interviews and they sing together and blah blah blah.
Jerry Seinfeld sings or this other guy sings?
Jerry Seinfeld has comedians come on.
Yeah,
he had Eddie Murphy this first.
I really don't want to see Jerry Seinfeld sing. I don't.
Well, this has nothing to do with Apple TV. So.
Trust me, he's not singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all
I'm a comedian that likes to sing. What's up with that? All right.
No.
Okay, so questions.
With me wanting to sing.
I don't know. Why do I always talk like this? Everyone imitating me always talks like this. All right. Morning show
Marcus
trailer.
Marcus just said English folks have no teeth.
Sure they do. So, yeah, they do, but they just don't have to pay for it. Now, you guys have seen the morning show trailer?
Yes.
No, yes,
I did.
It's about as unfunny as a comedy could be that I've ever seen. I saw absolutely nothing funny in the trailer at all. It was all angsty.
It's not a comedy.
I thought it was supposed to be a comedy.
Carell's not funny?
No.
So you've got Jennifer Aniston and Steve Carell, who have both kind of cut their teeth in comedy, and they're doing a show about a morning news program that isn't going to have any humor.
It's no.
It's
okay.
Humor show.
But it's drama.
I mean, it's a drama.
All right. That will be another one I probably won't watch more than once.
Well, it appeals to like. The
if you don't have a subscription, you won't be able to watch it at all.
Oh, I'll sign up for the at least the 2-week trial, and I'll give these shows a chance. But for another $10 a month for me from Apple, they got to have something more than this. And if this is all there is at launch, I think there's gonna be a huge backlash. This is ridiculous. $10 a month for essentially 5 or 6 TV shows. Unless Apple is able to also include a large part of what used to be called the iTunes movies and TV library, I just can't see how this is going to go. I don't see it.
Let me answer your question. People pay $10 a month to see. They'll pay it to see a show that they want to see. People subscribe to HBO solely for Game of Thrones,
right?
And then dropped it after that was done. People solely went to Amazon for a while for Miss Maisel. So if there's a show and people like it, people will pay the $10 a month to watch the show. And this morning show, while it wasn't your cup of coffee, my wife.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it is or not.
Right,
but just based on the trailer, it was kind of like. What is this?
I'm sure people saw the first Orville trailer and they're like, "What is this too?" But I love the show. And then,
don't even. Orville is a rocking show, and it's going to be on Hulu.
So now stop. That's a perfect example.
There's another subscription you have to have.
I want to see the Orville next season. Am I gonna have to pay $10 a month just to see the Orville?
I was just on Trek Favorites, and I had to subscribe to CBS All Access just to watch Star Trek Discovery.
Right. So if a show does well and people like it, it doesn't matter if they have one show on there or 1,000 shows on there. It doesn't matter. People will subscribe to that one show.
Star Trek Discovery?
My wife looked at this morning show thing.
Okay.
My wife looked at this morning show thing, and she's like, "I have to have this." So there you go.
I beg to differ.
I am a huge Star Trek fan. I do not like Discovery. I even liked Enterprise, and I don't like Discovery. Other than the third season. I hated the third season of Enterprise. Other than the third season of Enterprise, I enjoyed Enterprise. Do not like Discovery.
I hate all Star Trek.
Ah! Blasphemy, sir! Blasphemy!
I like the Orville. That's fun.
I do. Orville is so good. I love that show.
Yeah.
All right. Where am I? Last thing. Might be more palatable if it's part of a bundled price for other services. Of course, adding additional cost is available. So if they bundled it with Apple Music and they bundled it with Arcade, which we'll be talking about next, and with some of the other services that Apple provides for, say, $25, $30 a month, I could be on board with that. Even with a lackluster amount of shows. If it includes all of that other stuff, then, okay, you know what? That might be worth it. It might also be worth it, even if it's a little bit more, if there's some other programming that is included with the Apple TV Plus service. And we don't really know yet because they haven't talked about it. But it's assumed that that's going to happen. All right.
Yeah. Well, with the bundle, if you start adding, like, let's say we do Apple TV, if you start adding all this stuff up, it starts to add up.
Sure.
The iCloud storage, Apple News, Apple Music, now Apple TV. I mean,
right. Well, if they had
an Arcade,
yeah.
News, Music, Apple TV, along with iCloud storage and all the rest of that, for $30 to $40 a month, I'd be on board. I would be on board.
People don't like, and I've talked to you about this and other people, but people don't like monthly fees. A lot of people just don't like it. So if Apple charged $100 for a one-time fee for Apple Music compared to $5 a month for the same thing, a lot of people will do the $100 one-time payment just because they don't like monthly fees. They don't like being.
It would have to be a yearly payment. They're not going to. Nobody can do a one-time fee with content that they don't control. They can't. Nobody can, because you have no idea what that extra content is going to cost in the long run, or whether you'll be able to hang on to it. Apple could make a deal tomorrow and include CBS, NBC, and ABC, and then 6 months down the road, and that's how they sell the service. 6 months down the road, ABC's like, you know what? We don't want to do this anymore. They drop out. Apple's not going to give you back your money just because they don't have ABC anymore.
And they're also saying that Apple's going to spend almost $6 billion on all this original content on this Apple TV Plus. So Apple's obviously very committed with having original content. So they're willing to spend a lot of money because they have it in the bank to do it.
Honestly, $6 billion for content is not that much money.
No,
Apple
I know,
does
but
give back
I'm just
money,
saying.
by the way.
All right.
Apple does give back money, by the way, just real fast. If you buy Apple Care on a product, for example, and you decide you don't want Apple Care anymore, they'll refund you a portion of the money. So
I did it after a year.
Yeah, and
but that's different. With Apple Care, they control the whole widget. They don't control the whole widget with Apple TV Plus. If they're including outside content, they don't control it.
Well,
so that's where the formula doesn't work.
Amazon Prime does it for Damien, and they do. Amazon Prime, you pay yearly price.
If you decide to cancel, they'll give you whatever's left.
Yeah. So it can be done. Whether they'll do it or not seems to be the case. But
okay. We're going to move on to... Wow, I can't believe how long that kept us going there. We're going to move on.
It's almost like we have opinions.
Almost. Apple Arcade. This is a story from who did this?
Apple.
Actually, Apple.com. Holy moly! An actual story from Apple that's included in Mac to the Future. That is just crazy talk. Okay, the service which was supposed to provide games that can be played on nearly every Apple product is supposed to have 100 games at launch. Not that many in the early builds of the service currently being tested. The 5 that were listed in this particular story was Way of the Turtle, Down in Bermuda, Hot Lava, Sneaky Sasquatch, which I am not involved in, by the way, and Frogger in Toy Town. So those were the stories, or those were the games that were listed in this story for Apple Arcade. Now,
there were
$5 a month that's a pretty good deal.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's right. Don't watch Twit. You watch Guys Daily Drive instead. I've got a new one coming out very soon.
Don't be.
And you failed to mention that there were leaks of games besides these.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's, I mean, like with Apple TV Plus, there's going to be more stuff coming. The kicker for this is that you can play these on your Mac. You can play them on the Apple TV. You can play them on your iPad. You can play them on your iPhone. I don't think you'll be able to play Magic. Trying to play something like SimCity on your watch. Let's blow up that building. I can't quite see it. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So you're not going to get a lot of games on your watch.
Hey Siri.
Yeah. Siri,
kill
play
everyone.
Make everybody die.
Oh, that's a bad thing, by the way.
Siri, you're no help at all.
Siri, kill everybody. I don't know how to respond to that. That's what you're saying.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. You guys should see. I haven't talked about it. I've got this like rockin' setup right now. I don't know how I'm sounding. I did a test earlier. I thought I was sounding pretty good.
I see you had 2 mics there in front of you. And I thought you had to do a dual mic there.
Well, I mean, I'm still doing the PR40. This one here is a Shure SM48. It's about a $40 microphone, and it rocks. But the cool part, let me grab this, is I've also got, where is it? There's the mixer, and that's connected up. That's connected up to that compressor that Dave Hamilton was talking to me about at MacStock, and of course the Behringer audio interface right there. So I got all kinds of stuff going on. There's blinking lights and.
I got a MacBook Air and AirPods.
Yeah, see? Yeah, but I'm like butter, baby. I'm like butter.
I got 2 turntables and a microphone is what I got.
The funny thing is I was talking to Dave about, said I brought all that equipment.
This is all I need.
I brought all that equipment to MacStock, and his audio ended up sounding so much better than mine. Mine was so overblown.
This simple device.
Well, I screwed up because I wasn't monitoring through the interface. I was trying to monitor through the computer, and I shouldn't have done that.
I have nothing. I have a pair of AirPods, and that's it. No computer.
So.
And a very pretty iPad now. Ooh, pretty iPad.
I thought I had another story. Oh, I do have another story. I skipped over one about the Apple TV. Sorry about that. Not everyone is enamored with Apple TV Plus, and there were 2 articles that I was going to link to, but I'll just include one here. And opinions on whether or not Apple's new TV service will be successful seems to be split amongst analysts and tech sites, but some surveys have heightened interest at over 75%, with 40% extremely or very interested. Analysts at Cowen predict 12 million subscribers in 2020, going up to 21 million in 2021. So, and we give analysts a lot of crap here. And I can't see how Apple is going to have 21 million subscribers to their Apple TV service in less than 2 years. I don't know. I don't see it.
Tim Cook will be laughing at you.
Well, if he manages it, he can laugh at me all he wants. Marcus.
Why?
No potty mouth there.
That's a bad Facebook site. Actually, it's a pretty funny Facebook site.
That's not enough.
All right, we are gonna wrap it up for this evening. Do either one of you have anything else you want to talk about? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Saving it for tomorrow.
I already talked about my cheap iPad and talked about my.
I could always pull over my my Android box and talk about that again, but I won't.
I did find one of these.
Was that a first gen? Or close to a first gen?
Second.
Oh, actually, before we go, speaking of Guy's Daily Drive, which we were earlier, I swear we were.
I wasn't.
I've got some new stuff that I'm going to try with it, including a new microphone. My audio for that show, well, it's a shotgun mic, because what I've been using is this thing from Samsung called the Go mic, and it's a USB microphone, so that goes into my iPod Touch via the Lightning to USB dongle into Filmic Pro, I think is the program that I'm using.
He's got his dongle.
But it's so hard. Audio is probably the hardest thing and it's not like I haven't been doing audio for a long time. And I just can't get it right. I don't know what my problem is. Besides stuff. All right, you know what? We're not gonna go all into all that. We're gonna outro. Dave, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing
Talk
great.
to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose.
It's updating right now. See that? Yes, you can find me at In Touch with iOS at intouchwithios.com. New episode coming out this week with Mr. Dave Hamilton. And off the charts, horseracing.com. And we got a big race coming up this weekend at the Saratoga Raceway in beautiful Saratoga Springs, New York. And Twitter, DaveG65.
All right. Warren, tell us about all the ways people can get a hold of you.
I'm at the beach. You can come find me at the beach.
At the beach. And do you want to say whether that's the Atlantic or the Pacific?
We are on the Atlantic side. I could actually see it from here, so yes.
Okay, so all you have to do, Warren is currently somewhere at an Atlantic beach between Maine and Florida. So you can find him there.
Between Central Florida, between Maine and Central Florida. Yes.
Okay, well, see, you're going to give it away. You're going to give it away if you keep doing that. And where am I? There I am. You can find me on the weekends. Let me bring up my silly little thing. There it is. You can find me on the weekends talking to Mr. Gazmaz over at the MyMac.com podcast, as well as Guy's Daily Drive that I do on a, hopefully, I've been trying to do that at least once a week, though I would like to do more of those. And, of course, the Mac to the Future Livecast Go that we do almost every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. right here on the Facebooks. If you'd like to help contribute to my never-ending addiction to microphones, you can do that via.
Don't do it.
I have a Patreon. I have a Patreon
not the
account.
microphones.
It's like I mainline those goddamn microphones. I've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/MacParrot. I've got a coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot account. And because I've been told, excuse me, pardon me, sorry. I must be allergic to coffee. Some people have told me that they're not happy using Patreon anymore, so I have opened up a PayPal way that you can contribute to the madness, and that's paypal.me/MacParrot. The term here is all MacParrot. Just remember MacParrot, and you can find me. MacParrot. Okay. That is, I think, going to do it for this evening. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Warren, for joining us this evening. And thanks to what is a very lively crowd. I am stunned, amazed, pleased, and yes, somewhat humbled that we've had as many people as we've had for tonight's show. I really, really do appreciate it, and I think that is going to do it. So, guys, why don't you say good night, everybody?
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.